It's the biggest cinematic event in years, and Avengers Infinity War doesn't disappoint, shocking fans with all sorts of stuff that we're totally about to spoil. Seriously, this video is full of spoilers. What kind of spoilers? Well, like this spoiler. At the end of Infinity War, half the universe was wiped out with a single snap of Thanos' giant purple hot dog fingers. But considering the deaths were supposedly random, fans couldn't help but notice that all of the founding Avengers somehow survived. So why did these specific characters gain plot immunity? Here's a look at the real reasons these Avengers survived Infinity War. Bringing the series full circle. 2012's The Avengers brought the Marvel Cinematic Universe together for the first time, weaving together heroes from separate franchises into one blockbuster behemoth that changed the face of cinema. Plus, it also introduced the threat of Thanos in a key mid-credit scene teaser. So it's only fitting that 2019's Avengers 4 will bring the franchise full circle with the original team reassembling to save the universe one last time. It's no coincidence that Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, and Black Widow all survived Thanos' finger snap. And although Hawkeye was missing from Infinity War, it's already been confirmed that Jeremy Renner will be in Avengers 4. It all began with these 6 Avengers, and it looks like it's probably going to end with them as well. The last hurrah. Though the details of their contracts aren't made public, comments from stars like Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans have hinted at the fact that many of the key players in the MCU are apparently nearing the ends of their contracts and may not be back. Though Chris Hemsworth has indicated he might be up for another Thor film, Evans has been pretty clear that he's ready to move on to something else.
A lot of our contracts are through. I mean, myself, Downey, Hemsworth, we all kind of started, well, roughly at the same time, and I think we all, through Avengers 4, kind of wrap it up.
With Captain America and possibly Iron Man set to depart the series for good, it makes sense for them to be the heart of Avengers 4 just as they've been the heart of the MCU for the past 10 years. One or both of them may even sacrifice himself to set the universe right. Cap's story is about always doing what's right no matter how hard it gets, while Iron Man's arc is about a selfish man learning to be selfless. So putting it all on the line would make perfect sense for either. Or both of them. Iron Man's destiny. In Infinity War, Doctor Strange uses the Time Stone to look at 14,605 possible futures, and finds only one in which the heroes manage to defeat Thanos. Later, when Thanos is about to kill Tony Stark, Strange gives him the Time Stone in return for Tony's life, telling Tony it's the only way. It's clear that Iron Man is key to whatever secret plan Doctor Strange has formulated. Which makes sense, as Stark's character arc for the past several years has been all about dealing with the threat of alien invasion, and Thanos in particular. Thematically, Tony has to be there at the end to take down Thanos, something that Doctor Strange apparently knows as well. The Hulk's return. Remember, Bruce Banner never turned into the Hulk in Infinity War's final battle. We were all waiting for those green muscles to erupt out of the Hulkbuster armor, but the moment never came. Hulk refusing to come out of Banner's subconscious is almost unprecedented. And the implication is that he was traumatized by his encounter with Thanos. Banner's inability to transform is a setup building to the dramatic reappearance of the Hulk at the exact moment when his strength is most needed, which is bound to be in Avengers 4. Captain America's final stand. One of the most iconic moments in the original Infinity Gauntlet comic book is when Captain America, just a regular guy from Brooklyn, stands up to Thanos, a death god with power of reality itself. Cap knows he can't win, but he stands against Thanos anyway because it's the right thing to do.
You just don't know when to give up, do you?
I can do this all day.
It's one of the most iconic Captain America moments of all time, and while it's briefly alluded to in Infinity War, it would be a real shame if we didn't get to see the whole showdown in Avengers 4. Black Widow's redemption. Much of Natasha Romanoff's MCU backstory remains a mystery, but we know she's trying to atone for the sins of her past, as she put it in Avengers.
I got red in my ledger. I'd like to wipe it out.
What that means is that she owes the world a debt for the evil things she's done, necessitating the heroic choices she now makes. Saving half the living beings in the entire universe would be the ultimate way to settle those debts once and for all. War Machine's connections. Of the official Avengers who survived the finger snap, War Machine is the only non-founding member, so why is he still around? Well, besides being one of the earliest heroes in the MCU, he's also a key government liaison. Sure, he disobeyed orders by not arresting Cap's team when they came to him for help in Infinity War, but with his military and political experience, he can probably smooth it over and get the Avengers the kind of help they'll need now that Nick Fury and the remaining S.H.I.E.L.D. hierarchy have been turned to dust. Rocket's family. One of the most shocking things about the end of Infinity War is that all of the Guardians of the Galaxy die. All of them, that is, except Rocket. And it makes sense. Rocket's story up to this point has been about his adopted family teaching him to be less cynical and selfish. With that family gone, it's up to Rocket to put those lessons into play and do the right thing without prompting from Star-Lord or Groot, but because he's now a hero himself in his own right. Plus, he's also the only space pilot the Avengers have, and if they're going to track down Thanos, that could be a really handy skill. Nebula's revenge. Before Infinity War, Nebula wanted to kill her adopted father, Thanos, and that was before he tortured her, murdered her sister, and wiped out half the universe. Yet Nebula still lives, and we have good reason to believe she may get the revenge she seeks. Because in the comics, it's not the combined might of Earth's mightiest heroes that defeats Thanos and restores life to those he murdered. It's Nebula. Yep. In the original story, Nebula steals the Infinity Gauntlet from Thanos and uses its power to return the universe to its original state, bringing untold trillions of people back to life around the universe. She may not be an official member of the Guardians of the Galaxy or the Avengers, but before all is said and done, it may be Nebula who finally gets the last laugh on dear old Dad.
I will bow worship with every conceivable instrument of death. I will hunt my father like a dog and I will tear him apart slowly.
Thanks for watching. Click the looper icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.